Hello, welcome to another episode of today on my Windows tips. Today I have another assignment that I'm going to do, which is um, to install Windows 10 or 11 and configure it, create a system image, create system restore point, and then show the Windows recovery environment options. Configure a local security policy of my choice, create a Microsoft Management Console MMC, and add snapscenes such as local user and groups, event viewer, and then performance monitor. So I'm going to create these, but unfortunately I've already installed Windows 10 on my virtual box, so I'm not going to be installing Windows 10 again and configuring it. And also, because I'm using VirtualBox, I don't have enough amount of storage to create a system image, but I'm just going to demonstrate how you are going to create. I even demonstrated one that is on my YouTube channel. Yeah, so this one I'm going to um, showing you how you are going to create it. But if I create it, it's not going to work because I don't have enough storage. And then, but I will go ahead and create system restore point, and then show the Windows recovery environment options, then configure security policy of my choice, and then create a Microsoft Management Console MMC and add in these um, local users and groups and event viewer and then micro performance monitor. So yeah, so that is what we are going to do today. So here I have my um, Windows 10 running on my virtual box. So I'm just going to start it from here, and I will first of all show you how demonstrate how you are going to create a system image using so you go to your search bar here on your machine, and then you type control panel. So but if you already have it here, so I already have it here, I'll just open control panel. So if you open control panel, then it's like in this way, and it's like in this category way. So you see it's very hard to get those things. Even though it's here, you can see backup and restore, but the best practice is to change it to small, then you can see everything clearly. So here I will go to backup and restore. I'll click on that. So I last created a volume. I wanted to create the restore using this Windows, and I was told I don't have enough space. I have to have a very large space that I can use to create. So that is why I said if you are using a VirtualBox, you need to have a very large storage size for your virtual machine before you can create a system restore system image rather. So but here you see create a system image, you go to click on create system image. So if you come to create system image, here you have three options. The first option is on a hard drive. So this is to if you have external hard drive that you want to create a system image on, and you connect it to your computer, is going to the number of drives you connected is going to show here. If you select on this, you are going to see them here, and then you select the one you want to create a system image on it, and then start your creation. So if it is also a DVD or CD drive that is on your computer, you want to create the system image on it, then you come here and you select this, and then you can see them here, the options here. So this is drive that I created, and I don't want to use it, right? But it is on my virtual box I created. I don't want to use it. It's for another purpose. I don't want to crash it, then I'll be found myself wanting. So, but you can also select a disk here. If you have a disk that you want to use to create a restore point, you can select it from here. If it is you have a network location in your local area network or whatever network you are using, you want to also create a system image on a network file, you can select here, and then you browse to your network location where you want to save it. Then you browse to that place, and then you create your system image there. So this means if you want to um, get back, you have to navigate your way to the network folder where you save this image, then you restore it back. So basically that is how you are going to create a system image. So I just want to demonstrate that for you. So the next point is to create a system restore point. So the system restore point is sorry, um I'm going to open File Explorer and I'll right click on this PC. So you open File Explorer and you right click on this PC. And sometimes if you already have this PC on your desktop, you just right click on that. When you right click on that, you go to Properties. So on the Properties window, you go to where they say, you scroll down to where they say System Protection. Then you click on that. So on System Protection, you can see this System Restore. So this System Restore, I have a lot of um, System Restores that I created that is on this um, PC. So if it is on, you can disable the system protection here, or you can turn it on. So mine is on. So I want to create a restore point right now. So I'll hit on create, and then I'll give it a name. Let me just give it a simple name that says my restore, my restore. So now I'll hit on create. So it is successful created. So let me see where my restore is. Then I'll go to next. So it's here. This is it. I have successfully created my restore point and it's working. So if I want to restore back to my PC, I can just select it and then click on next. Then you restore back to your computer. So, but there's another way you can restore it. That is where you are going to use the Microsoft recovery environment to do the same thing, which is I'm going to show you next. So I've done creating restore point. So I'm going to show the options that you are going to get to this recovery environment here. So the first option is to hold down your shift key and go to your power button and you click on restart and still hold down your shift key on the keyboard. So when you do that, it will come to this environment. So you can now go to troubleshoot. You go to advanced options here. You have all the options here. Startup repair, you have startup settings. You can go to command prompt from here. You can uninstall updates. Sometimes you install some things on the computer that is making the computer maybe probably not functioning well. You can uninstall them from here. This is the point that you can also do the restore point. So once I've already created a restore point, if I want to restore, I can come here and then navigate to where my restore point is. Then I select that and then restore back to my computer. And you can also use the system image recovery. If you have created a system image that is on a drive or something, you can also use this option to recover back to your normal settings and Windows normal settings and those things. So that is how that one works. So that is the first option to go to your um Microsoft Windows Recovery Environment, or RE. Yeah, so let me go back to my desktop. So at this point, I'm coming to demonstrate, I'm coming to show the second option. So this is the first option to get to the recovery environment. So the second option that I'm coming to demonstrate here. Let's wait for this to start normally and then we'll continue. So welcome back. So at this point, I'm going to show you the second point. The second option, you can go to the recovery environment, so which is to come to start and go to settings. Then you scroll down to updates and security. Then you scroll down to recovery. Then you go to advanced startup. So you click on startup now. So you can see we have gone back to the RE environment, where you can go and advance. You can come back to this place as normal. So that is the second option for that. And I'll continue to my environment, my desktop again. So the next thing we are coming to do is to configure a local security policy of my choice. So this, I'm just going to be demonstrating some of the things you can do, like to set the password policies, to set the password age, like how long the password can take to expire for the user to change it, and how you can rename guest users account or administrator accounts, and how you can set the complexity of your password, how you can turn it on for to ensure complexity of your password. So those are the things I'm going to be demonstrating here. So let me go back to my desktop, and then in here I'm going to search sec secpol. Yeah, secpol.msc. Right. So I have it here, and I'll open that. Right. So the first thing is to go to accounts, then you click on password policies. But what I'll do is I'll click on the down arrow here to just show me the password policies. Then you can click on this one. So once you double click on it, you open this one for you. So the first thing is to set the minimum password length. How long do I want the password to be? The minimum, how long will it be? So that is what this one means. So I'll double click on that. Or if you don't want to double click on that, you just right click and go to properties. It will give you the same thing. So at the normal circumstances, it will be 0, but no password required. That is how it means. So, but I want to set it to 8 minimum password at least. So when you see when I set it to 8, it says that the password must be at least 8 characters, right? So if for instance example, I have my um, local computer, I want to set the security policies, and I say the password must be at least, or it's an organization, I say the password must be at least 8 characters. So every user that is to have access or to create a password, you must at least set your password to 8 characters. So that is what it means. So I'll go to apply, and then I'll click on OK. So the next thing is to ensure that the password must meet complexity requirement. It can include characters, letters, and those kind of things. So I'll double click on this. It's already enabled because I set some, I used it to set the policies before, so that is why it's enabled. But at the normal circumstance, when you are to do it first, it will be disabled because there's no complexity. So, but to ensure the complexity, you enable it and then you come to apply, then click on OK. So this is the maximum password age. How long do you want the password to be? So the minimum password age, you can you can set the minimum password age, but I want the maximum password age. That is always the best practice for that. So I'll go to the maximum, which is 60 for now, 60 days. So it means in every 60 days the users must change their passwords. If not, the password will expire and then you have to change to a new password. If not, your computer or whatever will be locked probably automatically for not, and you can't have access to it unless you change the password within that 60 days. So I will just say 90 days. That is my choice of days I want the password to expire. So 90 days. You can also set your own to meet your, depending on your needs or your security needs. Yeah, so I will apply and click on OK. So I'm done with that security setting, password security settings. So in here you have the security settings, passwords 90 days expire. So the minimum password length 8 characters, and then the complexity is enabled. So yeah. So the next thing is to now show you the um, the local okay, the local how you can rename your guest users, your administrators. So you click on local policies, you click on double click on security options. So in here you see I have accounts, account that can be renamed that can be renamed, administrator account that can be renamed. So you see administrator, and I also have guest account that can be renamed. So in this case I have guest my PC, that is account name, so I can double click on that and say let me change it to guest user, right, and apply. So it has been renamed to guest user. So I have guest user as my so I can rename this one to, let me add administrators a administrator dash underscore AC, and I'll click on apply and click on OK. What this means is that is administrator account. So that's what I just say, administrator underscore AC. So that is administrator account. So that is how you can rename those things. It's very simple to do here. You can rename them and then set your preferences. So that is the simple security policies you can do here. So the next one is to create Microsoft Management Console and then add security local user in groups, event viewer, and performance monitor. So back here I will go to start and right click on start, or you right click on start and go to run, or you can click Windows R key. You still go to the same place. So I'll click Windows R. It will give me this. So you see I've already used the MMC. So this is the command you are going to run, MMC. Then you go to open it. So this is my console. So but in here you see I have nothing. So the first thing we have to do is to configure it to create the console that we want to add it. So I'll go to files and go to add or remove snap in. So in this in this portion I can now add those things that I want to use, right? Which is the local groups and policies. So let me see, where did I have local users and groups? So it's here. I'll select that and click on add. I want to use local computer, so I'm using the same one that I'm running. So yeah, so you see it's here. And the next one is we have to add event viewer. So event viewer 2 is here. I'll click on that and add. Yes. And the last one is performance monitor, right? So these are the things that I've selected. That is what we want, and I'll click on OK. So you can see when I first opened it, nothing was here, right? But I've created the how do you call it, MMC, where I've added these things by using the file, go to add or remove snaps in, yeah, to do those things. So you see, have the Secpol, we have this, so those doesn't matter. So I have them here, so I can now use them from here. Can just click here. You have your local users and groups. You open this. You have your admin. I have my admin and those kind of things. Guest user. This is what I change. You see, I change it in the security policies. It takes effect in this one. You have your groups. These are the groups. Those are all built in. So in here you have this one. So if if I want to create a user, I'll click here, go to new, and I'll specify those things, credentials and those kind of things, the username and those things. Then, and if I want to add to the groups, then I'll go here, look for the user and add it to whichever group I want the person to be. So that is how these local groups and users also work. Event viewer, you can do your event viewer here. You go to customs, you go to critical error. No, let me see applications. Let me see applications. What is in there? Well, application, right? So you can check here and see these are your logs. You can check and see errors and those kind of things. Let me see what is license activation failed with the following error code. So yeah, so that is how that one works. Event viewer, you have some logs that you can view and see what is wrong. Performance monitor, you can use that one to see what's going on. So you have your machine running and those kind of things, everything here. So yeah, so save this console. Let me say, okay. Now, do I? No, I don't want to. I don't want to. No. So yeah, so that is all that we are supposed to do. So I was supposed to demonstrate how to install this on a virtual box, but I've already done that, and I've demonstrated how you can create a system image. I've actually created a system restore point, and I'll show you the two options to get to the recovery environment. One is to hold your shift key and click on restart, And then the other is you go to settings, go to updates and security, then you look for recovery, then you restart, it will send you back. And then the security, local security and policies, then what you have to do is to search for Secpol security policies on your search bar, then you navigate there, then you can configure it. And the second one, the last one is create a Microsoft MSC. You also go to you click on Windows R key, or you go to start and click on run, then you type MMC, and then you get to the console, then you go to file, then go to add or remove snaps in, then you can add the things that you want, and you can give it a name. Anytime you want to get there, you just type on it, and then it will send you to that particular Windows surface that you want to be using. Yeah, so that is how it is. Thank you for watching, and like and share my videos. Yeah, thank you.